Hello. Uh, I hope the music is not too strong. 4 minutes before we actually begin, okay? I'm going to be mute for a bit. I'm going to be drinking tea. Hello. I'll be sharing this on Twitter too. And, coffee. I know many people don't really see coffee, but I think it's important to share it there too. Okay. Just going to add this here. I think that should be enough. Stupid. Don't worry, don't worry. You're not stupid. You're silly, which is very different. None of you are really stupid. You are silly. Okay? You are silly. Okay. Publish now. Yes. I think I already told Coffee. It'll be a bit before we actually start the live stream. Okay? How is everyone feeling? Do you guys hear me correctly? I'm good, I can hear you correctly. I'm very happy. Okay, we're going to start very soon now, okay? Are you guys excited? Are you? Are you? Okay, I don't know how to fix the starting soon. But the point is that I'm here. Hello, how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing okay? I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm good. Okay. Hello, hello, random person. Are you a random person? It feels weird calling you a random person. Because you're not random to me, you're a viewer. I am tired. Okay. How are you? A little bit the same. I've been cleaning the entirety of our bathroom and our office. I actually left it very pretty, very organized. And I'm pretty sure PC is going to help me when he sees this, but that means that I'm also very tired. I continue to work on my job. In fact, I have a new TikTok account. I'm going to share it to you right now. In case you didn't know, on Discord, I shared a brand new TikTok account. Well, it's not exactly brand new. I already technically owned it, but this is where I'll record videos about my daily life. Here. I'm going to record small videos on TikTok sharing, stuff about my life. Today I cleaned a lot and I took a little break, and after that I made myself some tea and I started to work on other stuff relating to my job. Pink had asked me to do a couple of stuff regarding a little kind of thing he wants to do. He's trying to sell courses, I guess you could say. He's trying to teach people stuff, and he managed to find a large group of clients. So if we manage to get that to work, then maybe we can make our economy situation better. So that's good, right? Oh, by the way, if you're curious, my playlist right now is Yumaniki Mixed to Dream 2. But yeah, essentially it's a bunch of music from both Yumaniki and games inspired by Yumaniki, and you can listen to it here. Here's a playlist in case you guys want to hear it too. I really like to hear this like dreamcore kind of static types of music, It's kind of my vibe. Also that and cottagecore. I don't know, I'm a cottagecore girly. I am sorry, I am very basic. I am very basic and I like cottagecore, so you're gonna have to deal with me like this. It's very pretty. Thank you. You're pretty. You're pretty. Hello, Mia. Hi, Burley. I haven't said hello to a lot of people. Hello, random person. Vinicius, you are an idiot. You are not an idiot. Hello, Galaxy Star Mao. And hello, Mia and Belle. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys like my VTuber model. I made it myself. Actually, I believe Ditch the Code is going to be debuting on January with the model that I made him. He commissioned me a model, a very interesting model. I cannot wait for him to finally make a live stream with it. I want to be in his debut. It's gonna be amazing. It's adorable. Thank you. So they're just gonna have that model, and I think, oh, what's this? Oh, I don't know. I think he's going to, be a very fun streamer for the audience. I am tempted to do something I shouldn't, but maybe I should. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little anxious to start the topic of this video. I'll be honest. I'm a little anxious. So I hope my voice is being heard correctly. Again, I'm just not really sure how to begin. Like, hi, hello, only Mon. Hello. How are you doing, sweetheart? You doing okay? By the way, if you guys can share the live stream, it really helps a lot too. Go ahead. Thank you. So, what's there to say? I started development about a year ago, and a year ago I had nothing. A year ago I was in a very bad situation. I've talked about this a couple of times before in a couple of live streams. Thank you. And it is kind of public what I've went through, I made it public myself. after a bunch of very bad stuff happened to me, um, why do I feel afraid there will be ranting? No, I'm not going to rant. I'm not a rant girl. Nah, but like after a bunch of bad stuff started happening to me, it got to a situation where I was put in danger. We were at risk of being homeless. Someone both me and my husband trusted did a bunch of stuff, including stealing and, threatening a lot of stuff. Uh, it's a little complicated. I don't know why. It's been a year and it's still complicated. But the point is that happened. I didn't really know what to do. I tried to open commissions. It's like another thing that I had. And while I did receive commissions, and I'm still thankful for those commissions in particular, it wasn't enough to really pay for everything we could. I tried to work, but, I couldn't. On top of that, I was in a foreign country, so I didn't have an ID. So, it was overall a very dangerous situation. But, I said, hey, I don't know if it's worth it, but I'm going to use some of my time to make this video about a game project. And maybe people will get interested in the game project enough to help me with this horrible situation. And wouldn't you know, it did happen, and that's how game development started. Well, not exactly. After that, I went homeless for like 5 days, I think. 4 to 5 days. My mind is still a little bit blurry on everything that happened. I'm slowly recovering some of the memories of what really happened those 4-5 days. I know like the overall things that happened, I remember them, but I do remember this like very 23 hours long bus drive where almost everything that happened inside is like a blur. So, I'm still slowly recovering memories. I have recovered a couple of memories. Most of them was me and PC just chatting, me feeling very anxious about having internet connection to keep in contact with my family members and such. A lot of the donations that we received that were originally going for rent, but we actually used them to survive. They went into buying this like, I don't know how you guys call it. It's like, in Spanish we call it a bolsa de datos. When you're in another country, you do tend to buy stuff like that to have internet even when you're not at like in a specific place. There were very, like, at some point I remember that we stopped at a place to eat. We didn't have much. So thanks to donations, we were able to eat a meal. And we were able to buy a little bit of internet to keep in contact with people. Situations your brain can block your memories. Yeah. Ben, what you said sounds kind of weird. Maybe you want to reword that. You don't get rich with that. I've never really been rich. The only person that I could say was somewhat rich at some point was Pink Cat before he got to know me. But I realized that being rich to Americans is very different to being rich for Latinos. It's like it's different. I didn't need it to get rich fast. I needed money to survive, Ben. That's very insensitive. It is kind of funny though, because like I started to realize that for Americans, being rich is like having this mansion with cars and having this like a butler. That's what rich means to Americans. And when I realized that, I was like, what? You guys think that's rich? For me, being rich is having a place to stay and having like, I don't know, be saving up for a car and not having any debt. That's being rich to me. To me, being rich is having a nice place at a nice location. And not suffering. That's being rich to me. And to a lot of people it is too. like stereotypical rich. I don't know. I do remember that at some point, I started to receive a lot of comments being like, "Oh, but you said that Pinka was rich at some point. Why couldn't he just go back to that?" And I realized that when I said that Pinka used to make a lot of money, people interpreted it as he has like butlers and stuff like that. And no, it wasn't like that. It's like for us, being rich is like living alone. Most Latinos live with their families because we cannot afford to live on our own. Technically speaking, I would not count as poor in Latino standards, mostly because I have a place to stay outside of my parents. And that's already not being poor. Depending on the country, like in Chile, I would be considered poor. In fact, I am considered one of the most vulnerable people in the country, outside of like homeless people that are actually like homeless. But overall, in like the Latino overall conjecture of countries, I guess you could say, having a place to stay is already considered like very high on, you know, how you're living. So yeah. No, PC was never really stereotypically rich. No. He used to work for some people. PC technically never did anything wrong. The only thing that he was, and I will hold him accountable for that, is that he was very cruel with people. Sadly, you might think that I came from a very bad country from the things that I've said in my Blue Kitten channel. However, when you compare everything that I've been through to what Pink Cat went through, it becomes very different very fast, you know? I look like a privileged moron in comparison, I'm going to be honest. The things that PC went through, it's something that I don't see myself surviving. Like, I barely survived everything that I went through, so... yeah. So in a situation like that, when survival of the fittest is the norm, you have to do what it takes to survive. And in the case of Pink Cat, he wanted to survive, but he also didn't want to, you know, harm other people. And while he did eventually harm some other people, the harm that he did was more like, you know, emotional. He became the boss of multiple places, and sadly, you need to be a little crueler when you become the boss. Oh, I don't like this song. Hold on. Let me change this song. I don't like this song. Okay. You need to become a little ruthless. Like, ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. That's, yeah, that was Pink Cat. That song is Pink Cat. So yeah, he did what he could to survive, but you can only float in that bubble for so long until it explodes. So yeah. It eventually exploded, and Pinka has no one to turn, so yeah. That is unfortunately true. When you live in a situation like that, pretty much people will change you for anything, really, and then they'll turn their back on you. And in the worst situation, everyone just turned their backs to us, so. Being homeless was really scary unless you want to be a wandering adventurer. I don't think many people actually want to do that. So yeah, everything just came crashing down to us in a very short amount of time, so we just ran away. And eventually we reached to family members of mine where we could stay for a couple of months. This is where game development started. I do remember that I made a lot of community posts talking about our situation and what we were going through. And yeah. First time watching your live stream. Nice video model. Thank you, Risita Productions. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I get it, Mia. Sounds very bad. So, December. The other half of December, we spent it with my family members. The problem is that if I ran away from home, it's precisely because I didn't have exactly very good family members. So, When game development actually, I guess you could say, started with like the pre-production state, almost every day I was getting criticism from my family members, and I essentially had to be with my husband. Well, back in the day he was just my boyfriend, but I had to be with him almost every day at every time, because the moment my boyfriend or husband, well, back in the day boyfriend, would just like go to the bathroom, those family members would take it upon themselves to remind me that I'm a miserable piece of shit. So, you know, it wasn't exactly a good situation to be. By that point, I was already making videos. Young people are still on the run from your families? Not on the run, they know where we are. They just don't come to visit often. We're trying to just do our own thing, honestly. In the case of Pink Cat, well, we would never stay with his family to begin with. Like, if you guys think that my family is bad, you don't want to know the kind of shit his family did. Again, I don't think I would have survived his home life. But yeah, it was almost every day. Like, imagine I was recovering from being the homeless trauma, and then my family just came to be me like, "Oh, well, too bad you fucking left. By the way, you're fat and ugly." That's the kind of shit that they put me through. And I had this like community that was expecting, you know, to see how the game was progressing. So you can just only imagine the amount of shit that I was going through in January. On top of that, Pinka was being very stoic. Like, the trauma affected us in different ways. I became, I guess you could say, I just wanted anyone to give me a lead. In the case of Pinka, he became extremely cold. Like, he wasn't cold with me. Oh, or not as much as with the other people. But like, almost everything that we were going through in like January and all of that time, he was very like, every trauma he's been through, he's like, oh no, I'm not thinking about trauma, I'm not thinking about trauma, I'm thinking about job. I have to work. You have to work on too, Sophie. You have to work. We have to work. We have to get out of here. We have to be safe, you know? We don't think about trauma in this household. That's how PC processed trauma. He was like still in denial, I guess you could say. And, you know, I didn't really know who to trust by that point. I was getting really lonely, so I started to, you know, overshare on the Discord server once I created it. It was... you can only guess how much of a hell it really was. We did realize, sooner than later that for Pinka to even stay with me in the country and for him to not go back to this horrible home country, he had to marry a Chilean person. And we were like, you know what? We've been through hell together. It just makes sense by this point. He did at me recently that he really wanted to just get married to me even before all of this happened. And I think I wanted to, so... I don't know. There was the pressure of doing it because of like visa and stuff, but I think we both also wanted to just get married. I don't know who has the most worst Vietnam flashbacks when they come anymore. Me. Trauma block? I do have trauma block. No, Pinkat also has trauma blocks. In short, we're traumatized. Well, I mean, to be a game though, I think you need to be a little fucked up in the head. Eventually, we got married in January. I think he was trying to speedrun life because, like, he had seen his dangerous life flash before his eyes when he was homeless, I think. So he was trying to, like, speedrun everything he could. He wanted to speedrun marriage. He wanted to speedrun life. Luckily, I did insist on us getting married in January. Because, like, he wanted to get married right there in December. And I was like, no, that's way too fucking soon. There's Christmas and New Year. Ugh. So, yeah. We were going through all of that. We were going through legal shit. In fact, Pinkat needed a lot of documents for him to stay in Chile. and those documents costed money, and it was a lot of money, so we did use some of the donation money for him to just be safe. Imagine being safe in a country costs you money for just existing. Welcome to Latin America. Well, I mean, that's not really funny, but you know, that's just how life goes. Eventually, all that time that Pink Cat was that I was like trying to make money on YouTube, Pink Cat took it as a time to learn about the country, learn about the law, and especially about the money system, and that's how we've been surviving. He learned about credit cards way before I did. Oh. Guys, give me a moment. Never wanted to make a movie on someone more. Jesus Christ, I think I think I can make a Silent Hill game based on my experiences. How's your cat doing? He's a baby. If you're asking about Rita, he's being a baby. We often buy cat litter and cat food for months, so we save a little bit of money for that specific thing, and it's like a very big bag of cat litter and stuff. We buy that and it lasts for like 3 months. That's how we save on cats expensive. The same thing with food. In fact, we bought a new type of food that is like larger, and he loves it a lot more. After he's done eating or pooping, he just goes to sleep in our bed and he just stays there for most of the day. Then he just becomes like a random little cutesy beam of sunshine, and he just starts to roam around the house, just jumping everyone like a little monkey. I don't know why he looks like a monkey. Just search a monkey running and that's my cat. I don't know why. Then every now and then he comes to the room where we are, and then he just for cuddles and then he leaves. That's his daily routine. Eat, sleep, poop, ask for cuddles, sleep again. End of day. He's a happy fella. I didn't know cats could be so smart. The cat is such a baby that loves attention and cuddles that sometimes when the both of us are at our office, the cat stays at the door because he's trying to block the door. He's trying to block the door to keep us in the room, to keep giving him attention. I have never seen a cat trying to take humans as hostage before. And my cat just does that. He just doesn't want us to leave the room. He wants us to just stay there and give him pats. I have never seen a cat do that in my entire life. There's something, or is the music again? No, I tend to mute myself every now and then. Random question, are you fine with fan art? Because I might make some. It's not gonna have color though. Oh, I love fan art. I really love fan art. I love fan art. I really do. I have special hashtags on Twitter for that. I love fan art. I really do. Oh, what did I do? Oh, music thing. So I've been thinking, like, this was just random talk, but seriously. Going back to the other thing. January was definitely a complicated month for the both of us. Outside of dealing with a lot of my family's bullshit, hello. Bye-bye, RP. I'm gonna call you RP. It was complicated emotionally, like hearing every day that I was doing bad, that I was this, that I was the other stuff, that I was so evil and blah blah blah. Hearing that from my family all the fucking time was horrible. On top of that, Pinka took over the channel, and you might realize, I made an entire comic and a YouTube post about it, that Pinka was going to take over the channel, like the management side, and right after that, the first video that I made was like a Yandere Simulator video. It did suck, because like people were thinking that I wanted to make those videos, but I didn't want to. It was Pinka who told me to just make videos about Yandere Sim because we need money. Again, I don't blame her for being so stoic. He was, like, every trauma he thought about, he just, like, left it at the back of the head and just said, we have to survive. It's survival over death. We don't have another option. So it was... we didn't really have much of a choice. Again, I don't blame him, but it was very horrible. Back in the day, I still had, like, blocked memories. So, you know. It's not as bad when you have blocked memories. But it's still not good. I guess sometimes you just do what it takes to survive. I did try to get jobs in real life too. I went to different places to get a job, but I couldn't. Sadly, I am very, I guess you could say, stereotypically autistic. When you think of an autistic person, you probably have me in mind. Every time that I meet someone new, they tell me, oh, I didn't know what autistic looked like before, but now I know it thanks to you. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Whenever someone thinks of stereotypical autism, they think about me, and sadly a lot of jobs don't really want that kind of person in there. So even when I try to mask and I try to be perfect in every way, it's like people can see right through me. And yeah, I couldn't really get a job. I tried to, I really did, but nothing happened. In fact, people tried to scam me with like job offers. It was awful. So just add one stuff to another stuff and you have a cocktail of shitty things that were happening, that were messing with my head. So favorite, it was a bit of the same. We still had to survive. It was tough, honestly. I tried to not remember a lot about those things. I just felt horrible. It was too much. Too much at the same time of everything being too much. I'm sorry, I started to remember a couple of blocked memories and I kind of wanted to just die. But I couldn't. So I just had to keep forcing myself to push forward because we didn't have much of another option. Eventually, we were able to move out. Between a mix of saved money and smart credit card usage, we were able to move out to our own place. But, you know, my mental health was constantly declining the more I was forced to make those videos. I was also trying to manage the entire team. Back in the day, I already had a team. And everyone was doing their own stuff. Some stuff happened. I'm not going to talk about it because it's not necessarily bad, but it did add a lot of stress into, you know, an already fucked up situation. On top of having PTSD. Oh god, it sounds so weird that I'm like saying it like happy, but in my defense, that's how I deal with trauma. I just say it happily, and I don't know, that's my coping mechanism. July and everything. Do you have any idea how to heal trauma block? Yes, you need to have your current life feel safe enough for you that your brain feels like it can finally recover some of those memories. The other thing is to just think about your past and things that, you know, maybe make you like weird, and maybe try new things. And those new things could have been related to old things, and those old things could maybe make you remember trauma. That's how it has been happening to me, except that with me, it's an accident. I just do anything and it triggers a trauma. Not even I knew that I could be... everything I do has something to do with like a past thing that I didn't even know. And I've been remembering just from like doing everyday stuff. So yeah. Then I'm hooked. You just need to get to a safety place. That's my recommendation. July happened. I was getting shitted on by the internet. Even before that, I was already getting shitted on the internet, but it got worse. My mental situation got worse. And I was just trying to make stuff about the game. It didn't really work that much. I tried to do other kinds of videos. It didn't work. And I don't know. It was just bad and difficult. On top of that, Pinka was still struggling to get like his job thing because of the whole migration thing. So yeah. I tried to survive, tried to make videos. Eventually I was forced to do some other videos. But you know, it was enough to survive for a little bit until Pinka got finally like the whole getting higher thing. But I was extremely mentally unstable. I was just trying to survive any way I could. Feeling like every month if I didn't reach the end with a certain amount of money, I would die and be homeless again. So imagine feeling like that for almost every month of almost a year. It was horrible. Eventually, we came to a safe space with Pinka's job, and I could relax for a bit. That's when the PTSD flashbacks started to just become larger. I started to deal with a lot of mental stress from my past. And September was also the month that I realized I was pregnant. So, at the very least, it's good that I realized that I was pregnant when we were somewhat more stable, or at the very least with a stable money amount that we reach at the end of the month. We had that much at the very least. So, at the very least, I'm happy God, like, this kid just came at that very moment. From September to December, I've been trying to do a bunch of different stuff. I started to upload videos in the Blue Kitten channel. Oh hey, I'm on TV. Yippee! I finally know what it's like being on TV. I made the... I mean, I already had the Blue Kitten channel, I just didn't use it. And in the Blue Kitten channel, I started to upload videos about my life, you know, just personal traumatic stuff. I was trying to use it to organize my own thoughts about what I went through. And it did work, and on top of that, I got monetization, so I was able to make some extra income. Time passed, we worked on the game, a lot of stuff on the game happened. A lot of things change. Game development has been an entire experience, at least with a group this large. And yeah. Oh, Bean, people don't just go crazy. Although, to be fair, if I ever were to go crazy, I think I would be justified. I think, like after everything I've said here, I think going insane would be justified. I don't know, I think that I've changed and grown a lot. I still want to do stuff. Do you remember that August was very difficult for us? On top of being like everything unstable, our cat got sick and he needed to be hospitalized. You know what actually happened? Rita just pissed on a cactus. And that got like the urine part all like messed up. Because he pissed on a cactus. Stupid ass cat. I love him. Business isn't always external, so who knows? To improve yourself, less and less haters were hating on you. Well, I improved myself the moment things were somewhat stable. It's like economic stability and emotional stability are connected. I also started to realize that a lot of people who were considered themselves haters of mine, when I actually started to explain what my life was like, and when they heard a lot of the videos on Blue Kitten, a lot of them actually started to change their opinion on me, because like they started to understand that I wasn't just some crazy lady that was just e-begging money on the internet. They actually started to understand that I do have reasons for being the way that I am. And a lot of the things that I said started to make a lot more sense in context. So I guess a lot of haters weren't really haters, they were just scared followers. And I cannot blame them, you know, after everything, the internet is full of scammers. Brain implosion and any. That's a good song. Um, I guess a lot of people just weren't really haters, they were just scared followers. And when they actually started to, you know, give me the chance to hear my story in different like videos I started to make about my past, a lot of people started to change their opinion on me because they realized that I had more than reasonable reasons for being unstable. Sadly, a lot of life situations has made me feel like I cannot live a normal life. Like, I was denied the possibility to live a normal life. And to this day, I still wonder what the fuck normal life even means in the first place, so. I don't know. I tried to exist and to be alive, and yeah. I think people also noticed the moment I became more stable was the moment that, you know, we got some stable economy. And I think people said, oh, so she wasn't lying about the stability, and it shows. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't lying. It was literal. We are still struggling, and I am still very stressed out about stuff, but at least I have my head clear enough to exist and to think and to plan things out. Does normal life even exist anymore? I don't know. All I know is that people tell me that I don't have a normal life, so I guess it must exist somewhere in the world. I just don't know it. People were also becoming really caring with me because they saw that I was like trying to get better, especially because, you know, I'm expecting a baby and I want the baby to have a happy life. Right now, I'm working extra hard despite being pregnant to just try and give this child a better chance than I had. Um, this is probably just my experience, but being poor is, yeah, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. Nobody wants to be that, but raising a kid with love is more important than raising them with money. That's what I've learned. A kid that feels like they're capable of anything, they will try to find a way to survive on their own. They will have the confidence to try new things. And, you know, I cannot really provide for, like, a luxurious life like I've seen on TikTok mom trends. I've seen them just say, oh, this week's bathroom baby change. And I was like, oh, I mean, I wish I could give that to my baby, but I can't. That's too expensive. But, you know, I guess a life where they are loved is a lot of the time more important than a life where they have everything. And that's why my uncle's rich as fuck. I know they'll thrive. I have trust in them, whoever they turn out to be. I think they'll be good. Luckily, they'll be like their papa. So you're already loving your baby tells me you're gonna be a mom better than yours ever was. Thank you. I don't know who they are. I know that they like to sleep in certain ways because they're a little conceited baby boy or baby girl. They're a little conceited, but I just love them. The best way that I can tell that I'm going to be at the very least, a passable mom is that, you know my cat Rito? He used to live with me in that old family house. And despite having food always, and having a litter box, and having toys, he was always depressed and scared, just like I was at that house. Once we actually convinced my family members to let him live with us. Um, he is going to turn 5 years old this Christmas. If he's not 5 years old already, he's going to turn 5 years old, and I have never seen a cat more happy and lovable in my life. We cannot provide him with toys, we cannot buy him everything I wish we could, but I have never seen him more happy in my entire life. He's not scared, he doesn't go to the bathroom anymore to hide, he's not in the darkness constantly to try to avoid people touching him. He's not attacking people. The only thing he's attacking is like whenever I try to pat him, if I don't do it the way he likes it, he just bites me. And then I just have to pat him the way he likes it. He's just a conceited little baby boy. As long as you're not a manipulative mom type, Flower, awesome in my book. You're awesome in my book. I hope I'm not. I hope that, you know, if I ever sound manipulative, I hope my child tells me. I hope they have like the confidence to tell me that, hey mom, I think you're doing this wrong. I really hope they do. I want to improve. If I ever have more children than just this one, I want to, you know, improve. I want the first child not to feel like they're a guinea pig. I want them to feel like they're part of a family that's growing, changing, and becoming better, and that it'll grow just like them. Like they matter. I want them to feel that they matter in the family so much that the family is actively becoming better by their mere existence. That's what I want them to feel. And if they ever have a baby brother or sister, well, I want them to feel proud of having them growing up in this household. So that's, you know, what I think. I don't know if that's a correct thought, but I try to think it is. Yeah, my mom was, and I want to help her, but she's terrifying. Jeez. So I think that's about what I have to say, honestly. I'm just happy that this child came in a bit more stability than, you know, what we had before, but who knows? I just hope that whatever we try to do, we're trying to force ourselves to work extra hard. I hope that we manage to just give this child a better chance than either of us really did. I hope so. I don't know. Is it weird that I just want to hold them in my arms already? Like, time, please go faster. It's not like I don't like them having them here. I just want to see them, you know? I want to shower them in kisses. Is that too weird? I just want time to go faster. And at the same time, I want it to go slower because I'm like, wait, no, I'm not ready, I need to have more money, I need to have more savings for them. What do you want for Christmas? I'm not sure. My family was inviting us to just celebrate, but I'm not sure if we're going to go. I think I want something with us. We don't have celebrations, like we cannot decorate our household. We don't have money to decorate it. We don't have a tree. We don't have anything you could consider Christmassy. But if I've ever wanted a Christmas, I think I want Christmas cookies. I want Christmas cookies. And I don't know. I want to be in a cold room and wear something that makes me think that we're in winter even if we're in summer right now. don't know. I wish we could have a tree or decorations, but we don't. And that's fine. My best Christmas present would be to have a client of my work. So that way I can know that we're going to be stable financially. Or that I can at least provide something money-wise for my family. That it's going to be there every month, you know? That's what I want. I just want more stability, just making sure that we can have savings. That's a Christmas gift I want. A stable job and safety. A safety net in case anything happens. Oh, you know what I want for Christmas? I want Pink Cat's visa to finally be approved. We've been waiting for so long. That would be the best Christmas gift. But that would be a gift from the government. So, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know. I want to buy hot milk and then dip the Christmas cookies in the hot milk. And I just want to sing Christmas songs and watch Christmas movies. And I don't know, maybe we'll go to a mall that has like a big Christmas tree and then pretend that's our tree. Or maybe just help someone. I don't know, stuff like that. Something that really lifts the Christmas spirit, I guess you could say. Christmas for me is waking up, getting presents, eating, and going back to sleep. That sounds fun. I want a Christmas that feels scary. I don't need to wake up with gifts. I don't need to wake up with tons of food already made. I don't need to wake up with flashing lights of different colors of red and green. I just want to feel like everything's going to be okay. I think that's about it. Wish you a happy Christmas. Thank you. I think it's time. I wanted to talk about everything, but there is one more thing I want to talk about. I don't know if I'll do it good. I hope I do. Okay, so finally we're getting to this. A year ago, I made a video titled Dear Future Me. I haven't seen this video in a year because I wanted to save it for a moment in my life where I felt more stable. I wanted to save it for this time. The video was made a year ago for a year future me. And while I've been depressed this few days, I think today I feel stable enough to actually make a reaction to it. This is a time capsule from my past me. I remember a couple of things from this video. I remember just wanting stability and happiness, but I don't remember much else, and I'm very anxious to watch this. So I wanted to watch it on live stream. So you guys can see my first reaction to this. After a year, I made it. I don't know if I'm ready, guys. I don't know if I'm ready. So here's the video. I'm going to put my beachwear model here. I don't know if I'm ready for this, guys. I'm nervous. I'm going to cover a little bit of the chat. I'm sorry. Oh, what did I do? I still have the speed paint of this. Wish me luck, guys. I don't know what this has in store for me. A younger self, what did you do? No, what did you do? But like, what did you say? Is it normal to feel scared? What were my hopes back then? I know that I wanted stability. Don't be ashamed if you cry. I don't know if I'm going to cry. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. Finally. Let's get over this. Oh shit, I didn't edit anything.
Dear future me,
I sounded even younger. I want to fucking die. Okay. I sound like younger.
if you're watching this video, it means you survived until the end of 2025, and you're now entering 2026.
Uh-huh.
I'm
survived.
making this video public to the internet, so people can remind you to watch this video once the time is right again.
Why was my voice so cute? Kill me. I feel weird. I feel so weird. I feel ah.
So people can remind you to watch this video once the time is right again.
I remember
This year
met myself.
has been something, hasn't it? You were studying at a university, but you ended up freezing it due to an extreme situation we both know about.
Wait, that happened. That happened in 2025. That. Wait, that happened. That. No, wait, no, that cannot be, right? No. That was last year. I got confused for a moment. I'm sorry. I felt like, wait, this shit happened in a year. No. The university thing was last year. Was 2024. Okay. I panicked.
You broke up with a lover you thought was forever.
Oh yeah,
and
I
you fell
did.
even harder in a deep depression.
Mm-hmm.
You thought
True.
of doing many stupid things and almost fully committed to one.
Yeah, I remember that. It's a bit of like a sour memory I have. I actually didn't remember a lot of the stuff that my younger self just said. I have blocked memories from last year. Holy shit, we're doing great, guys.
You had
Big
dreams
eyes.
that were shattered due to circumstance, or money, or everything else.
True.
Your
I remember that.
family, well, it's probably the same in the future as it is right now, isn't it?
Yes, it is the same. I am so sorry, young self. It is the same. A little better, but
Your
not
life
much.
went down an endless hole of nothingness that only went deeper. And then you met someone. Someone who changed the fate of your life forever.
Pink eye.
That someone became your lover, and his lifestyle gave you hope that maybe life wasn't just rotting inside a small room, looking at a computer and seeing the days passing by, surviving
True.
just because you had no other choice. You made a bold decision, and you escaped your house to a new country. You met your lover, but also his old roommate.
Yeah,
You tried to be nice and not to cause any problems,
I tried.
but that is... sorry. But as
Don't
is
worry.
usual for you, that didn't work out. You and your
As
lover-
usual. Holy shit, I had such a low self-esteem back then. What do you mean as usual? It wasn't your fault. Girl, it wasn't your fault. What do you mean as usual? It wasn't your fault. Pat. That was rough. It's 2 minutes in. Guys, am I going to die today?
suffered an immense amount of abuse and trauma until you escaped again back to your old house and family and your
Yeah.
old country.
I was trying to avoid saying that it was like my old family, the one that I ran away from, that I had to come back to, but I guess Young Self already said it for me. I didn't remember this.
You got engaged with your lover because if he didn't get married, he would be forced to go back to his home country, where he would most likely get killed.
It is true, his home country is rather dangerous.
And now,
I'm
your
sorry for
old self
passing.
is writing a script for her own self in the future.
There's a script?
Things didn't go as planned, did it?
Mm-mm.
I had a lot of ideas I wanted to do, but a lot of them were shut down before they could even fly. There is so much more I wish I could say, but because this is public, I can't really say them. I'll just know that
I wish you
this
did.
year was also the year where the corporation failed.
That happened the same year? Holy shit, Young Self, what the fuck did you go through? I didn't even remember that was happening. Oh yeah, it was happening at the very same time. Girl, you went through fucking hell. I didn't even remember all of that was happening at the same time. Jesus. Ugh. I feel so weird watching this. What do you mean everything went down for you? Girl, everything was happening. It wasn't your fault.
I know you'll know what I mean even after a year.
Yep, I know.
Even after all this, I don't think I'm the same person as I was at the beginning of the year. I changed a lot after this past few months.
You're still so fucking cute.
I think it's a thing of hope, you know? At the beginning of this year, I didn't think there was any actual hope for the future. I kept fighting because that's what I'm supposed to do. I think it's always been like that. We as humans keep moving forward, even if we don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, it's not like we have any other thing to do but to keep trying. There's nothing back for us. And then he just popped into our lives.
I remember. Okay, I'm getting some flashbacks from actually recording this. I remember saying this and writing this and thinking, oh, this is so pessimistic. But knowing what I know now that I'm in the future about my past, this sounds so fucking hopeful compared to everything I've been through. Have I always sound this hopeful, chat? Chat, you guys answer this for me. Have I always sound hopeful? Because, like, I remember recording this and thinking, oh, I sound so pessimistic. I remember recording this and I thought that this sounded pessimistic and that I was going to hate myself in a year from this. This sounds hopeful, considering everything that happened. Jesus. The cult happened. Girl. Yes? Somewhat. Okay.
And he saw we were worth
Don't worry.
it. And we saw how special he was. And he offered us a way to get out of that misery. We changed, didn't we?
Yep, we did.
quit smoking because it was affecting him. Smoking was
We quit smoking for ourselves, girl. It wasn't because of Pinka. Pinka didn't like smoking, like the smell of it, but he was actually okay with letting me smoke. I quit it because I've been wanting to quit for over a year. I quit because of me. And I quit it November last year, I think. Girl!
a strong addiction we had for over 2 years. We had to deal with stress and anxiety of starting a career we didn't like, and a career that didn't have any future in the workforce.
Now that I'm a little grown... hello, Galaxy. I can say that I did like my career, but I didn't like how I was taught it, and I didn't like how the teachers were treating us. They were always like, "Oh, you're so lazy. You didn't choose this career as your first option. You're just a bunch of conceited children." And like, well, no wonder I didn't fucking enjoy studying that career. I do like the career itself, although I do think that it has no future in my country. But I do think that it has taught me a lot of the things that I'm using now in my game development. So, yeah.
We felt like we wasted 4 years of our lives, and every day
4
it
years,
felt like
Jesus.
we were melting away
It was
inside.
4, yeah.
Smoking was our only escape.
It
But
was.
he started to cough, and I started to breathe poorly every time we smoked. So we quit it.
I didn't remember
We went
that part.
from smoking 10 cigarettes a day to 0. Just
10.
one
It was
after the
10. Jesus. How bad was I into that addiction? I didn't even remember that. I haven't smoked in over a year. Oh, yeah. Jesus. It didn't help that I know that our old friend circle was constantly motivating us to keep doing it, so...
We started
I'm
to
glad I quit.
clean the house without anyone forcing us to.
Mhm.
We began to eat less because we didn't need extra food, and we went from obese to overweight.
And right
We
now
had
I
a
am
voice we
in
were
overweight,
listened to when
but...
we cried.
Hold on.
Weight.
Right now, I am getting into my normal weight. Being pregnant has made me lose weight. I don't know why.
We had a voice, and we were listened to when we cried.
Mhm.
He thought of us as so pure, as so creative, and he loved to listen to every short book we wrote, or an idea we randomly had in the middle of the street. He even told us he went to lottery when he found us, and that he feels selfish for dating us because he says
still
we deserve
tells me
something
that.
better than him.
He still tells me that to this day. Like, PC still tells me that to this day. It's cute. Like, it's been a year and he still loves me. Wee. I'm a happy married wife. Wow. It's been a year and he still loves me.
Even when all that awful stuff went down,
It's
he
only been
wasn't mad
five
at us.
minutes.
For the first time in our lives, someone has been thankful to us for telling the truth and just being ourselves. I don't know. He told us.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it, girl. You'll find a community here in YouTube that is going to like what you do and what you talk and how you talk about it. Don't worry. You're going to find a community. You won't understand why they like you so much, but they will like you. So yeah.
We saved him from a horrible life where he was going to be used and abused for his money instead of him.
Yeah.
He told us he loves us. He loves me and wants to spend his whole life with me.
Yes.
And I think I believe him. I
Do.
don't think this is like the other times. I think this one is a real one.
It is. We've been married for near a year. Next year is going, like in January, it's going to turn an entire year since we got married. Right, honey? I love you. I love you. He's playing Mario Kart.
I think it's just a thing that you just know when you know, you know?
Yeah, I know what I know.
I think he's just like me deep down.
It
Gives
is.
everything
He is.
For someone he loves, just like I do.
Mm-hmm. He is.
At
You're
first
right.
I felt scared because I didn't want to be hurt again. But I don't think that's the case.
No, it's
I
not.
love him so much. I made a video for the English community talking about an idea for a game and it blew up.
Mm-hmm.
If he was the first one to see my ideas as beautiful, now there's a whole community waiting for me to deliver something I created.
You're so fucking sweet.
It's weird. It's weird.
No, it's cute.
Oh my god. It's weird how the world works, isn't it?
Yes.
Future me, can you please
worry.
learn English properly? I hope you.
Hey, you speak English properly, girl. Don't beat yourself over it. We've always had a little bit of a trouble just reading a script out loud. Don't worry. You speak English properly. Don't worry. You're not doing anything wrong. Please.
You too. Anyways.
I still
I'm
do the
busy.
anyways.
And I'm gonna get married soon.
Yep.
I'm
You'll be married
nervous.
for a year.
I always think of the worst possible outcome.
I still do.
I'm scared of bad people and the damage they will try to do to me in the future.
Me
But
too.
if the future me is watching this, it means we survived. Somehow.
Yep, we survived.
I don't know what the future may hold, but I'm hopeful that the future can be different now. That I know I'm not alone anymore. That's the
It is
thing,
very
isn't it?
different.
We felt like it was the world against us. Maybe we had companions and people who supported us in the past, but at the end of the day, even if we were surrounded by people, we felt alone.
Mm-hmm.
But now, we aren't alone, are we? Even if he doesn't fully understand me.
Even if sometimes I want to really give him a topic. He's a silly pink cat sometimes. Very, very silly. Sometimes he doesn't understand action and I want to go bang.
He tries to. He still needs to grow as a person. And
Yep,
I
he
need
does.
to do too. But I think I want to see us grow together. I kind of see it too. I'm scared of you, future self.
Why me?
Because I don't know what type of person I'll become. All I can hope for is that I become a happy person and I can live a fulfilling life. I don't need this game to become popular. I just want to make enough money to live by ourselves in a somewhat safe place. And that's all I could ask for. If you can achieve that, then I hope this message can remind you that whatever you're facing right now that is making you feel bad, you still achieved everything you wanted from a year ago. I'm not saying to feel satisfied with just the basics, but please remember where we come from.
We come. Jesus, that's so hard to see. I want to be a happy, fulfilling life. I want to hear that again.
Which can remind you that whatever this game to become popular for is that I become a happy person and I can live a fulfilling life.
I could have sworn I said that I wanted stability. But no, I didn't even want that. I just wanted to be fucking happy. That was like my end of year goal. Be happy. I mean, I've been facing depression, but I always say that I'm a lot better now than I've been before. Doesn't mean that I'm not depressed every now and then about a lot of shit. But this is definitely way better than what I've been in the past.
Money to live by ourselves in a somewhat safe place. And that's all I could ask for.
It's not a safe place, but it's safer than whatever we had before.
If you can achieve that, then I hope this message can remind you that whatever you're facing right now that is making you feel bad, you still achieved everything you wanted from a year ago.
How did she know that I was going to feel bad? How did she know? Gonna get like the Dexter meme. How did she know? She knew the future, I just can't prove it.
I'm not saying to feel satisfied with just the basics, but please remember where we come from. I hope you can achieve mental peace, because that's all I want. I'm sorry if I'm asking you too much.
No, you're not.
You can achieve that in a year. This video became a little longer than expected, but I guess that's what happens when you enjoy talking way too much. My New Year goals are to get married, have our own place to live, and have a constant way to make money.
The constant way of make money. Complicated.
Love if it's out of donations or video monetization or commissions or something related to the internet. But if not, then I'll just be happy for being able to live right next to my husband. I hope we can stay together for another year and for all the years that come. I do see myself in the future with him. Maybe
You will.
having some kids, but that's for like
Having some kid. Wait.
a lot of years in the future. I don't know.
A lot of years in the future, she says. Girl, do I have a surprise for you? I wish we have kids in a very far, far away future. My baby. Hello, mom. Yeah, a lot of years in the future. Boy, do I have a surprise for you. Do we tell her, Chad? Do we? Do we tell her?
Whatever happens, thank you for staying alive and for still fighting despite everything. I think I should end it here, so good luck and see you next year. Take care, and I hope I become someone I can love. Bye bye.
Girl, you were already lovable way back then. You were already lovable back in the day. Girl, you did nothing wrong. Please. How do I go back in time and hug myself? Can I go back in time and just hug myself? Can I? Oh, jeez, that was an experience. Oh, I left a comment. It says, "Thank you. Let's make the future right." That's the comment I left 11 months ago. Jesus. Well, this was an experience. I see a lot of people here that I have not seen in the in a long time. Going to pure music again. God. Please keep this ginger babe perspective. What? Who knows? Honestly, you could try to break the space-time continuum, but it's going to be hard. I think you're not meant to break it though. Jesus. Ugh. Man, that was a lot. I thought that I was betraying myself by not being able to work enough. I thought that what she wanted was just economic stability. That's what I thought she wanted. She wanted to be safe. I thought that was my goal. I guess this kind of stuff just really makes you think of how goals change and how what you originally wanted can transform into something else. My own sense of trying to work extra hard has morphed into me forcing myself to work extra hard for a goal that wasn't even like that, you know? My original goal wasn't to have no problems financially. My past self accepted that I was going to have problems. She just wanted to be happy. Jesus. You can't believe you look down at yourself so much. I am pretty sure that I still look down on myself so much, and next year I'm going to be, oh no, you didn't do anything wrong. Even if I do have a lot of self-hate right now. I've never wanted to pop by myself so much. What? This is a weird feeling. This is an immensely weird feeling. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how to feel about this. Also, what is ginger babe perspective? I don't know. Protect the child. In short, protect the child. All she wanted was peace and quiet and just feel love and like she was not going to be abandoned. And to think that she felt like that was too much to ask. Damn. Guess it really goes to show how much I've changed this year. It does leave you thinking, doesn't it? Like, damn. I'm kind of happy I made that video. I should make another one. Not now, but like this month. I should make another video like that for next year. Not sure what to call it, but I should do it again. Day apart, yeah, I guess you and PC love each other so much you couldn't save the baby for later. Hey! When a mom and a daddy love each other very much. Oh wait, shit, I just realized I am going to have to tell a story. Oh no! Guys, I can no longer joke about the mommy and daddy part. I'm actually going to have to go through that. Oh god, oh no. It's no longer a joke, guys. It became surreal. It's a thing I made up. I notice if you know who he is, Keiso, when he plays games, he separates the character's minds on his own. That's all I'm saying. Continue to reflect on yourself. Ah. Okay. Infinite content glitch. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to make another video like this a couple of days from now. I need some time to reflect on what I heard from my past self. Again, why do I push myself so much, man? I thought that I was wrong for having, like, the problems that I have right now. Like, I've never been economically stable. But she didn't want it that. She just wanted to not be hurt. Jesus, I felt like I was watching a kid. Is that normal? Congrats on a year. Thank you. That bit's still funny to me. I hope we have kids several years from now. Girl, I'm going to grab your shoulders while I say this. Yes. Man, I forgot all of those things happening in 2024. Like, the cult shit was happening. The other stuff was happening. We broke from a relationship that we thought would last forever. I remember that. It was very chaotic back then. But my interpersonal and other stuff happened. It feels like it's been 5 years. Yep. Congrats on a year. Yippee! I need to make another time capsule video. The game is so cool. Thank you. I hope we have advanced on the game a lot. Oh yeah, congrats on a year in marriage and the game progress. Thank you. It's been a year. Oh god. We've been through a lot in a year, haven't we? It's been a whole lot. It's weird to think about it. Sometimes it feels like it's been 5 years, and sometimes it feels like it was just yesterday. It feels weird. Days last longer. And I don't know. I don't know how to feel about everything now. On one end, I have a bunch of preoccupations now to take care of, especially about the baby, but on the other hand, it's just so much to think about. Hey Binks now. You're still on my TV though. Bye. Goodbye, Mia. That was a lot. I can't. Some parts of those fears are still within me. But I think that I'm a lot more confident now than I've been before. I guess my chat can tell now, like, how much I've changed within a year. I feel myself more secure on myself, but I don't know how you guys see me. I can tell you're way happier in that video than in that video, but I feel it's not enough. Will you renew this resolution? I want to make a video addressing the future self of, you know, from 2026 to 2027. Happy game anniversary, Sophie. Meeting you and being a part of this team has been one of the best highlights of my year. Oh, thank you, Taka. Oh wow, I actually made friends. I just fell. It just fell at me. A year ago, Sophie didn't have any friends. Like when I made that video, I have like no friends at all. I was like alone. I didn't know Taka back in the day. Jesus. No wonder she felt so abandoned back in the day. Taka, can we go back in time and pat my younger self, please? Can we? Can we please? Please. Jesus, it really... Wow. No wonder I felt like shit. Everything was against us. Literally everything. And not a single year with peace. What the fuck? Man. That's a lot. That's too much, man. And yes, past Sophie, we learn how to speak English. Haters are just haters. It's not a problem, it's just haters. Young Sophie gets pat. Yippee! Yeah, being alone is the same as being lonely. thinking about it. I just like to devote my head. Mwah. I think I need a break from like streaming. I'm going to take a break after this and I'm going to continue working on other stuff. Just I guess thank you everyone for just watching this stream. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to take a little break from that. Don't mind me if I poke in and out of the chat. I'm baking muffins. Yummy. Muffins are yummy. But yeah, I think that's enough for now. I will leave the stream publicly in case any of you guys want to see it. But for now, I'm going to go. It was definitely a video I needed to watch. Why did my young self thought that I was going to get offended in so many... It felt like my younger self was trying to avoid me getting offended by anything. She literally did nothing wrong, Jesus Christ. She did nothing wrong. Ah! Okay. I need to process stuff. I'm sorry. I need to really think about everything. Thank you for just coming with me and hearing me think, I guess. See you at a future notice. Thank you for being here. Goodbye. 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 Mwah.